What's good? I'm taking a hiatus from doing podcasts until after my fight. I'm doing one more, but after that, I'm waiting until after August 27th until I record another one. I need to focus on my workouts. I need to focus on building up my skill set and my strength and my cardio and my mentality, most importantly. And I simply can't be doing that while I'm in my office for 7 hours at a time editing a podcast and still not even getting finished with it. So today I'm here to talk to you about fear. I'm doing this little mini series where I'm basically going to be talking about, how would I put it? I guess things that impact me before my fight. Fear is number one right now. So the whole reason I started this YouTube channel wasn't just for the podcast. It was to face my fears and to document it. Obviously I'm documenting my whole fight camp, as every one of you obviously knows. Every single day I'm going out there on the mat, in the gym, kicking ass, getting my ass kicked, working on new skills, sharpening old tools, and just getting myself ready for this giant mental and physical battle that I'm going to be having on August 27th. Whether you like it or not, we are all motivated by fear. The fear of death, the fear of going hungry, the fear of not being able to pay our bills, whatever it may be. Every single one of us is motivated by fear. The thought of stepping in a cage and duking it out with someone is pretty freaky to me. Someone brought this thought up to me the other day. They said, if the ref wasn't there and I got knocked out, they could just kill me. And I definitely had to take a step back from that for a second. I was like, whoa. It's a very good point. That's a freaky thing in my opinion. If the ref wasn't there, what's to stop this individual from killing you? And that really is, the game of fighting. Life or death. Thankfully, I am not pursuing it as a career. And it's not that serious, I'm literally just getting in there for 2 fights. I'm facing that fear. But what about all the other people who choose this as a profession? What about them? They're almost sacrificing themselves for, money, legacy, a few different things. Isn't that insane? People sacrifice their lives all the time. But over how many years? The average fight career probably, if you start training at like fucking 18, you're probably going to stop when you're like 35, 38. That's a pretty long time to consistently get your head bashed in. It's a long time to just degrade your body with exercise and poundings. But yeah, it's wild. Going into this fight, I'm definitely a little scared. 100%. I saw something the other day that it really hit me too. It was like, on social media, people only put the highlights of their life. They put all the good shit. They put all the accolades and themselves being fearless. And I do that to an extent, to a great extent. But what about that negative? What about that fear? That's the real shit. Everything that I'm doing, that is the real shit. But it only gives one half of the story. So I'm here to tell you today, I have fear of stepping in that cage on August 27th. It's a new experience for me, I've never even thought about stepping in the cage until recently, until like May, April. I'm definitely obsessed with the sport. I love it. I have no problem kicking ass or taking a beating. But for some reason, there's just this underlying thing just in my head, just this voice talking about failure and getting knocked out and doubt. I think everyone has doubt. I might be one of the most confident people that you know. I'm a cocky son of a bitch. But in reality, we are all at some point going to doubt ourselves in some way. I am taking steps to curb this, and it's going pretty well. My self-confidence is pretty high for this fight. I'm feeling good. I feel like there's really no way I could lose. But there will always be in the back of my head that little voice peeking out from behind my brain saying, hey, what if you get knocked out? Hey, what if you get injured in there? All these different conclusions, negative conclusions that we could come to. And it really motivates me. It definitely makes me step into the gym and work a lot harder because now I have a lot riding on it. I have my mental riding on it. Like I said, I'm not pursuing this as a career, but this is a huge deal. I mean, I'm literally going to step into a cage and trade fists and legs with someone. That's fucking insane. Sometimes I wake up in the morning or right before I'm going to bed, and I legitimately ask myself, what the fuck am I doing? And although those thoughts come, as quickly as they come, they go. I'm so fucking happy to be fortunate enough to be able to do this for fun. And I am doing it for fun. It will be fun. I'm having fun currently in training. But in reality, some people have to fight for their lives every single day. And they live in fear because they have to fight for their food, their water, their sustenance, and their shelter. I mean, that's a very small population of the world that has to do such a thing. But in reality, it's wild. I'm so fortunate. So fortunate. And it's a fortune that I just don't understand, you know? I'm a big believer in God. I'm a big believer in destiny, fate. Why was I chosen to live such a good life? Why were we? Chances are, if you're watching this right now, you have a phone, a laptop, a house, food every single day, water, you have a car, you can pay your bills, or maybe someone pays them for you. There might be a few of you who can't, and I feel for you. I empathize with you. But in reality, the majority of us who are going to be watching this come from a position of privilege. God, I'm so fucking thankful to be alive. I really am. It's craziness. But yeah, fear, it can hold you back sometimes, but we mustn't let it. Fear is scary. You know, that's why it's called fear. Think about it. Has anything worth it that you've done in life not been scary or challenging? Pretty much anything that's worthwhile that I've done has put me in a position where I have to get out of my comfort zone. Otherwise, we're kind of just sitting around doing nothing. Comfortable, not experiencing anything, not doing anything, just being bored. What kind of a fucking life is that? What kind of a waste is that? Look at this opportunity we've been given. You have the chance now to change your entire circumstance. No matter how difficult it may be, you can do it. Isn't that a wild thought? For the first time in history, really, we have all this information at our fingertips, all these resources at our disposal, yet none of us really use them. Well, we do, but not for the right reasons. And that's one of the things that I was afraid of the most. Now look at where we are. Those are my thoughts on fear. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Peace.